welcome back to Brav Code. In this video, I'll be teaching you how to make a simple game in Python. So the first thing you must know, the first thing to do, you must install Python on your computer. In order to do that, open up your preferred web browser and go to the Python website. And this is the website where you can get Python downloaded for your computer. Then go to the Downloads tab, and then it's going to take you to the download section where you can this button download for Windows. If you're on Windows, since I'm on Windows 10, I already have Python installed. If you're on Mac OS or Linux, just select the highlighted text below this button and this label, and that will just download Python depending on your system. And after you got that installed, we can close this and go to the idle window. After you install it, you'll be able to type in idle. I have two Python versions, so I want to use Python 3.9 for this tutorial. And here it's going to bring you to this Python shell. Even to check if you have installed, open up a command prompt or terminal, and you'll be able to type in Python. It's going to show this in your command prompt or your terminal. So now, create a new Python file like in your Word document and all the jazz. As a keyboard shortcut on your Windows system, you can hit Control N. If you're on Mac OS, you hit Command N. Then this tutorial, just go to this File tab, select the option that is in your file, and in order to save it, you can go ahead and save it wherever you want. I'm just going to save this in my Brav Code folder. Instead, I'm just going to save this as tutorial. And now let's start writing our game. So this is the shell where code runs, and you can also write code in here. So you can print something like hello world. It's going to say hello. If you're a beginner, I recommend you watch this video because it's just going to teach you the basic concepts of Python programming, like basic print statements, conditional statements, and all that jazz, and also variables as well. The jazz. If this is your first time here and you want to learn how to code, then start now by subscribing now and hitting the bell icon so you don't miss out on any new easy to follow Python tutorials. So first we want to have a score. So call this variable score, and we're going to set it to 0 because the user hasn't started playing, which means every time the user gets a question correct, it's going to add the score by 1. I don't have the total questions, so I'll say total Q on questions. Instead, using a variable, I'll use a constant, and a constant has all caps. A variable has lowercase. And I'm just going to set this to 4 because constants, their constants properties don't change in Python. So it's more like a variable but written on caps. Alright, so now let's start building the game. So just want to say print welcome to the, or I'm going to say welcome, say try to get all questions correct. Alright, now we want to get some user input to ask if the user is ready. So let's say ns, which is short for answer, equals input. And I'm going to say, are you ready? Question mark, y or n. Then we can just use the conditional statements. And now we just say if ans.lower is equal to y. That will just basically convert the user input to lowercase. If I'm making myself clear. And now we just want to say and now we just want to get some answers. So you can just, these questions can be whatever you want for this tutorial. I'm just going to say I'm going to reuse the ans variable equals input. I'm just gonna add question 1, and I'm just gonna ask something like, what is the best programming language? If ans.lower go to Python, but then it doesn't really matter if you don't use Python. It can be any language that people think is the best. And otherwise, we just want to say print correct answer. And the thing we want to do is we want to add 1 to the score. In order to do that, I'm going to just use this method. And it's more like doing score equals score plus 1. But then this is the fastest way to do it. Alright, so now let's time to get on the second question. Let's say ns equals input to, what is a good question to ask? What is the name of my YouTube channel? Which in my case, my channel is named Bravcode, and this doesn't really have to be a lowercase. Say ns equal to Bravcode. I just want to say print correct answer, and we just say score plus equals 1. So whenever the user is getting a question right, it's going to add add 1 to the score. And oh, I forgot to add the incorrect. Say otherwise, let's just print incorrect. So which means you don't have to check the score, but if you want, you do it the same way we did with the addition. So you just replace the plus sign with a subtraction sign. And otherwise, we just want to say print incorrect. And now I say ns equals input. Let's say 3. Let's see, what is another question? Let's say, who is better, Messi? Sorry, a capital M, Messi or Ronaldo? And this doesn't also have to be lowercase as well. So if ans is equal to Ronaldo, I just print correct, and I'm just going to add 1 to the scores, but that means score plus equals 1. Otherwise, just going to print incorrect. And now for the final question, say ns equals input. Let's say the final question, what is a better question to ask? Eh, let's just say, what is the best question to ask? I'm still thinking of a question. Let's say, let's see, which is better, Windows 10 or Windows 11? Say, of course, Windows 10 and 11 are both supported in 2024. Say if ns dot lower, because I want this to be lowercase again, is equal to Windows 10. They print correct answer. Oh, Python has another keyword or, so let's just go back for Windows 11, and otherwise I'm just going to say else print incorrect. And otherwise I'm just going to say print thanks for playing. Thanks for playing. You got the score. That will just add the score. Questions correct. And yeah, I'm just gonna print the score. Let's just use an F string. Say score. See, it's gonna use the score. Also, one thing to know that F strings are only supported on Python 3.6 and above. Since I'm using Python 3.9 for this tutorial, it's probably supported. It will support your Python version if you have 3.6 and above. If you're on Python 3.5 or lower, F strings are not supported. Now we just want to say print, let's say format string, let's say total, and we should just add the score, and we'll just add the score with the total questions. So I'm just going to use the score variable, or I'm just going to say total equals the score variable plus the total questions constant. And now we just want to say the total, and they also be given a mark, which we just divide the score with the total questions. So the score, the mark equals score divided by the total questions. I have a dedicated video of variables in Python. If you just want to check it out, the playlist link is in the description. It's from my Python basics tutorials. The videos are quite old and the quality themselves are not very good. I recommend you not watch them, but if you want, you can just go ahead and watch them, which again you can just go and find it in the description. And I'm just gonna say print, use another format string, see mark, which is a mark, and otherwise we just want to print goodbye. And otherwise, if the user types in n or no for short, say print bye, see you next time. So we have completed the code, so let's just run that. It's going to ask us if we're ready. So if I just type in y and I enter, it's asking me what it is. So if I enter Python, I just enter my channel brev code. I just enter Ronaldo and say Windows 10. There we have the score, which is 3. Which one did I get wrong? Oh well, at least I forgot to add the score here. Oh, I just forgot. I'm a silly Billy. So now let's rerun that and just say y. Let's say Python brev code Ronaldo in Windows 10. It's going to say the score for the total, which is 8, the mark, which is 1.0. Alright, so if I rerun this and I try to get all the questions wrong, I type in y, says let me just enter something, for example, like Java incorrect. Let me just say something like rough code incorrect. I just enter a random player, just Lamine Yamal. I'm just going to, for this, I'm just going to enter Windows 7. And there, which one did I get correct? Sorry, I got the wrong one incorrect. But then that is pretty much everything for this tutorial. So guys, thanks for watching. Before I end this video, please leave a like if you appreciate it. It does really help me out. And subscribe so you don't miss out on any new future videos. If you have any questions about Python programming or you're stuck on any part of the video, be sure to leave a comment. I always get back to you. Otherwise, that's all from me today. Cheers and goodbye.